Okay, live.
Wonderful.
Do you prune out when the show actually starts?
No, because it would make
the thumbnail.
Because I think it gets rid of the live chat archive.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh.
So anytime
So I've been doing that the whole time.
You've been destroying the live chat for the show every time you prune it, yes. Not that everybody looks at...
People need those precious comments that everybody has.
They're not, like, crucial. Like, it's fine if, like, the beginning of the show is a complete dumpster fire of 30 minutes, then obviously it's better to chop it off.
I guess that's true.
But normally it's better to leave the live... Yeah, it doesn't know how to... The live chat's like one contained thing, and it's like if you cut off part of it...
Motherfucker!
It doesn't know what to do.
Motherfucker!
Sorry I didn't make you aware of that earlier.
You know what? I probably still would have done it. Show starts now.
Oh, I will tweet that out.
Okay. You have your problems?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I have my fucking problems. What kind of question is that?
I haven't had a drink in a while. Just FYI.
Oh, you're prepared for the show?
Well, I don't know what that means.
I gotta stop fighting with Eric July. They tricked me into it.
Who's winning that fight now?
I mean,
obviously, gonna come?
I mean, obviously he's winning. He has way more of a following, if that's what a win counts as.
Well, ask Kanye. His enemies have more of a following too, but you gotta whittle.
You gotta whittle them down. At a time. Well, it's because Ethan Van Shiver, I'm like talking to Ethan Van Shiver on Twitter, who's another like comic guy.
Yeah, okay.
And he's like, so when are you going to admit that ESOM is an unqualified success and everything? And I'm like, no, it's still a piece of shit. And then, of course, Eric retweets me and he goes, oh, they're so bad about my comic book. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. And then I get pulled into it again.
But what does Ethan Van Shiver think of the jewelry ad from his wife on Etsy?
Ethan Van Shiver is the ultimate, what do you call it? He knows
comic
genius. Sure.
Yeah.
He knows how to play the game. Some guys.
But what does he think about
know how to play the game, and they go, Eric's comic is just an inspiring work of art that inspires independent creators everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, I know, Ethan. Of course it is. Guy who's been working for DC Comics for 20 years thinks a first-year outing. There's a little... And I know some of these guys. I'll even say some of these guys come to me and they go, look, obviously you're right. Just go along with it, though. And I'm like, no.
Vito, you should... I'm going to kickstart a comic called Bitter Man.
Yeah.
And it's about one guy who looks a lot like you.
Right.
Quest to take down Eric July.
Look, I don't want to take him down. I just don't understand the I hate all the hoopla. I hate the hoopla. We're gonna destroy Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
We're gonna destroy. I'm like, guys, it's a comic. It's not.
But don't you think that's that's what they're buying.
I know they're buying into the idea that by buying, it's like get a Daily Wire subscription and watch Gina Carano's movie. It's the only way to stick it to those woke
If you really want to stick it to the woke tards, you should subscribe to patreon.com/biggest problem.
We're the ones sticking it to the woke tards.
Always
guys.
have been that way.
The only way to win the war is to join the Patreon.
We don't have crucifixes on our wieners either. And if we did, they would have Jesus Christ, the Savior and Redeemer on them.
I mean, I would argue that doing raw comedy in this space, that's a little edgy and out there and we push the bar, is genuinely more valuable to the culture war than making a stupid superhero comic about your self-insert character walking around the city and fighting generic bad guys. I think this pushes the cultural needle more.
If you guys want us to put an Etsy ad, if you want us to get married
in the middle of this
with a woman that makes jewelry on Etsy and then put an Etsy ad in the middle of the show, we'll do it. Okay? We don't care. If that's what it takes to take down Disney and Marvel,
that's what we'll do it.
We'll do it.
We got to put ads for you.
If that's what it takes. If Kanye says that's what it takes, or excuse me, if Ye says that's what it takes, here I am calling him Cassius.
I know. I've been accused of dead naming Kanye many times over the past.
It's not when you're referring to black people, it is not called dead naming.
What is it? Why not? It's clearly dead naming.
They would not appreciate.
They don't like that term.
I'm picturing us in like a black pool hall, and you going like, "Oh, sorry, I just used
I
your
didn't
dead
mean to use
name."
your dead name.
I was like,
Well, I didn't
and
call
all
it their
them
lynching
gathering-
name or something. That would
slave
be
name. It's a slave name. You're saying like they're trans. You're comparing their black experience of slavery with the trans experience,
well.
which has
there-
not been
Aren't
litigated.
there some, according to the trans community, there are many comparisons to be drawn between the historical struggle of the African American man
We're all our
and
viewers.
the transgender community.
What the fuck? Something must be going on today. All right,
I think it'll refresh itself at some point.
you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah!
Happy Halloween!
Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe from dumb songs on the silver screen to a non-crack-laced Halloween.
Hey, pretty good.
That was from My Room Records. I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito Jacketing.
Hi, Dick. Excited to be here.
How you doing?
Feeling good.
I honestly love your weekly Eric July updates. Who's winning? Who's involved in this vortex of grifting? It's the Vito's Grifto Vortex, bringing you in from ISOM versus the Griftor. He sends out tentacles of griftery that pull everything in and question its credibility as art.
I'm excited to see. I mean, he's getting a new warehouse, he said. He's expanding out. He's going to have multiple comics in different genres.
Like a country western comic?
I was like, is he going to have like a western comic or like a spooky, like a zombie comic? I don't know.
I'm Sheriff Eric July. You came into the wrong, in this town, Christ Town, we call it.
Yeah.
You came in, Mr. Satan, you came into the wrong town, all right?
Clearly, when you have...
And he has a belt buckle with a cross that's actually
it's
a
gonna
gun.
have some
That's
Jesus stuff in it, I'm sure. When you have one success, the immediate thing to do is to branch out in 50 different directions and expand as fast and as aggressively as possible on the success of one product. Maybe I'll be eating my
Where
words.
are the toys?
Yeah,
I want to know where's the
action figures,
merchandise.
where's the movie, where's the video games.
That's what it was Star Wars. I mean, because guys like get a fact into their head and then they have to compulsively blurt out that fact the rest of their lives. So I've heard that merchandise was how Star Wars made all that money about 1 billion times. So I know it.
Well, did you know that George Lucas famously offered up his director's fee in return for the complete merchandise rights? Can you believe it?
Oh, God. How many more times am I gonna
What a brilliant
hear that before I'm dead?
Jewish mastermind, Mr. George Lucas.
Who did he take those rights from? The black executive producer.
Man, yeah. According to Kanye, that's all
we got
they
this
do.
cat, George Lucas. He's got a vision of a space, like a space Camelot. Space Camelot, he says, right?
He says directed for free. He just wants to make
give him his
stupid little dolls and shit. We gonna get him. Yeah.
What company is this? Universal?
Yeah.
Is that who they were?
Fox put out the original.
Oh.
Right? Didn't Fox put out Disney? Or
I don't know.
Put out Star Wars? And Kenner, of course, made the toys.
He duped him.
He duped him.
That's where they got him.
Kanye's been watching this in action, and he's taking a stand.
Okay. Ready for last week?
Yes.
Child support. Big winner.
Yeah.
Big winner. I'm proud of you guys.
I have mixed thoughts on that problem.
Oh, why?
Well, because I feel like the problem is maybe sometimes child support is too aggressive. Your argument was that we should just leave the children to fend for themselves like wolves.
The mom will not take
abandon
that
the kid.
That's called a bluff, right?
Yeah. You think all the moms are bluffing, like I need the money, when they really don't?
If you say, okay, throw the kid on the street, they'll go, I'll do it. They won't do it.
Okay.
They'll go, they might put the kid out in the street for a little bit, but as soon as one gets taken by a pedophile, they're all coming back in.
Won't the kid have a reduced quality of life without the money from the father?
We're worried about the father's reduced quality.
That's true. That's true. The father will have reduced quality. You make an excellent point.
That's
the most
let's remember
important part.
what team we're. See, as men,
But what if it's a male child and then they grow up?
hardship.
Hardship.
You get lots of pussy with that.
Yeah.
Oh, character, sure.
Character building exercise.
You go into a bar, My dad left me. My mom put me out on the street. I had to fend off pedophiles with my rattle.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just saying, let's remember what team we're on. Men.
Well, I also children, I would hope. I'm slightly on the team of children not being victimized and abused.
By having too much money.
By having too much, not enough money.
They're just eating shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Music videos disguised as movies.
Great problem for me, and I'm glad that people recognized it and voted it up.
Do you ever feel like movies, those Marvel movies, are just like football for people who don't like sports?
In the way that they're like mindless.
And they're like scorekeeping, and it's like a team versus a team, and it's like obsessively going. Like I had this feeling during X-Men 3 when they got on the Golden Gate Bridge, and like this side was fighting and this side was fighting. I'm like, this feels like a nerdy football game.
Can you imagine if like during the Marvel movie there's like a point total, where it's like Ant-Man punches a guy, it's like, all right, he's up by 1.
Yeah.
Like, oh, now Kang the Conqueror's here. Oh, he's getting all the points.
But I literally can imagine that, and that would be better.
I could imagine a movie that was just like a weird, like fake sports movie, but the entire time it has one of those like those points banners
wacky
on there.
racers.
Yeah, like wacky races. Do you know wacky races? Have we discussed this on the show? Is like wildly popular in Japan.
Is it really?
They love the wacky
the
races.
Hanna-Barbera one?
Yeah.
Did they reboot it?
No, at some point it went over there. Like, you know how we take all the Japanese cartoons?
Yeah.
They would also take our cartoons. It went both ways.
Sons of bitches.
And Japanese people fell in love with the fucking wacky races. There's multiple Japan-only wacky races video games.
Huh.
For as recent as like the PS2.
Well, I'll have to check that out.
It's very fascinating.
Not getting drugs on Halloween. That was yours. Did you get any drugs this Halloween? Are you planning on?
Not yet. I mean, I might
get
get some, but they're not going to be secret fun drugs in my candy pail.
I could slip you some secret drugs and
yeah, but now
whatever
you told
eat.
me about it, so
You
it's
won't
not,
know what it's in.
Yeah, that's true. You won't know what it's in.
Might not even be today. It might be in
I'm just
June or
hanging out
something.
and Dick jabs me in the arm with a needle and goes, trick or treat! There you go. A little heroin for you.
That's just saline. And then the Band-Aid that I give you has fentanyl on it. It's actually a fentanyl patch. And then I kneel on your back.
I don't know why you had to go there, but you did.
Okay, online naturalists came in dead last. Probably
fascinating.
Clint James says, I like how Dick's flippant nihilism led to Vito thinking existentially about mass murder and saying, probably the best day of the shooter's life. Yeah, you got a little wild there in the last episode.
Was that so wrong? Is that not true? Do you think that, does a mass shooter not look upon the shooting as the best day of their life?
No, because they usually fuck up. Like they usually,
they probably
their gun
ruminate
falls
on
out of their
everything they
pants
fucked up.
as they're getting killed.
But that Vegas shooter, he must have been like, I nailed it.
Well,
I was the number one. Yeah, we'll never know. He's like, I did exactly what my CIA handlers told me, and I executed it to the letter.
So he's just working. He's like, here we go.
Yeah, I wonder what he gets for that.
Jayhawk DX says Vito channels his inner Elliot Rodger this episode. Overwarf says, in this episode, Vito outs himself as a potential shooter. Wow.
Aren't we all a potential shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that. Dick Waggles PI says, I don't have a problem with child support, but I think that legally whoever files for divorce is the one that should have to pay it. Women initiate 80 to 90% of divorces. I think that number would fall precipitously if all those women were excluded from receiving child support by being the filing party. Yeah, so they would just have to make your life absolute hell
to convince you to divorce them. Yeah, that's what I immediately saw the same flaw in this argument. Next thing you know, like your wife's just breaking shit and shitting all over the house. And you're like, all right, I'll get the divorce.
You know what? I don't think they could.
You don't think they could make your life enough of a living hell?
I don't think you could tell.
It out of you? You don't think it'd be any different?
No, because they don't like work. They don't like working.
Yeah.
They don't like thinking
about
about
things. But then you're
things.
shitting all over the house trying to get her to leave. And
that's great.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're like, all right, maybe we should stick together and raise. Maybe I'll keep giving you hand jobs. I'll still hate you.
Right.
And I'll keep providing for your kid.
I'll keep doing everything else in the world that is necessary.
The Cole report, my family was so fucked up. My parents had to pay child support. My grandparents had custody.
But yeah, both his parents had to pay child support to the grandparents. That's fucking nutso. That's hilarious.
Yeah, those are your kids.
Yeah,
Why are you getting money? Because you did such a bad job raising the. First of all, you should not get a third kid to raise. You already fucked up that one.
Those ones, yeah.
You don't get a second one. You're the last person that should raise this kid.
Yeah. That is pretty wild. I like that story.
Nomi Manpan says, why the hate for Crowder? I'll give you that he is not the most funny guy on the internet.
Well, then you can just stop right there.
Yeah, that's why I hate.
That's the end.
Why do you hate that guy? Well, he's not the funniest guy in the world.
Not even close, really.
But his team does a good job with research and investigation. Oh, those are my favorite things.
That's my favorite kind of comedy, research comedy.
His undercover stuff is both funny and eye-opening. Genuinely curious if the hate is for him being more popular than you guys. Oh, no, there's a lot of people more popular than us.
Yeah.
I don't hate Taylor Swift.
Just I've never seen anything from Steven Crowder. Like, I've been linked to his shit, and I'm always like, I don't know. I don't get it. I guess I just don't get it.
I hate right-wing talking heads way more than left-wing talking heads, because left-wing guys will get you, like, registered to vote. Right-wing guys just want you to get registered to super chat them.
Yeah.
They're like, get over. All right, let's get the super chats going. Left-wing guys are like, we need to go to the polls. You need to get registered. You need to like, you need to steal your parents' ballots
in the political process.
Yeah, like left-wing.
And Steven Crowder goes, buy a mug, buy my mug.
Yeah,
it's all about them. Yes.
Today is National Election Day, so buy a mug and then hit the polls. Okay. They just make you get like upset for no reason all the time, so you give money.
Right.
It's not like about strategizing.
Yeah, it's almost
a
like
big difference.
It's almost like, you know, creating this fake enemy and then convincing you that buying a thing from them will somehow hurt that enemy. Is like a shitty bullshit marketing strategy. Anyway,
can ISOM call in? Do you think ISOM would leave a voicemail?
Please don't. Please don't. I know I really need to drop this thing. They just keep dragging me back in.
Can we animate an ISOM? Like nothing to, sorry, let me just fresh break. I had this idea that we do like a parody character called like I saw him or something.
Okay.
Like this black guy who's like,
oh no.
I don't know.
Yeah, very well spoken and very
he's got a warehouse and a van.
He's got a warehouse and a van.
The $2 million man.
The most important thing to buy with your $2 million. Well, Dick, does that bring us to an exciting segment?
Yeah.
An exciting segment I like to call Vote It Up.
Come on, baby. Let's vote it up. Come on, baby. Let's vote it up.
Maybe that's what they're talking about.
You gotta go and vote now.
Yeah, that's better.
Don't be a fucking cuck.
Straight from Chubby Checker himself. Let's vote it up, folks.
Okay.
Well, of course, this is a segment where we revisit past problems you may remember from episode 51, a problem you brought in, Dick, called Kangaroo Courts.
Alex Jones, Kangaroo Court.
I have an exciting update to that story, which you may have already heard of. Sandy Hook families told a Connecticut judge that they should impose the highest possible punitive damages for Alex Jones, suggesting a calculation as high as $2.75 trillion.
Should be more. Why stop at the entire military's budget?
Well.
How many kids did the military kill?
Not. I mean,
more than Alex Jones,
a lot more
which
than
is
Alex
zero.
Jones. What's interesting is how they reached this $12 trillion sum. It's the $5,000 per violation fine. They claim Jones broke a state law barring the sale of products using false statements. So $5,000 times the 550 million social media exposures Jones' audience received on his Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So it's just $5,000 times 550 million, Dick. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's obvious.
$2.75 trillion.
Everyone was duped with false information about people laughing when you wouldn't think they'd be laughing on TV and how liberal media, or as Kanye would say, another type of media always has a weird slant.
Doesn't it make sense that Alex Jones should pay more than the entire expenditure of World War II? I think that just Clearly what he did is worse than World War II.
Are you coming around on it?
I already said, look, the damages are clearly
He's a
just
hero.
like silly. No, it doesn't go.
They're gonna be crucifying those parents.
Yeah.
Are gonna be nailing iron
to the
nails
wall.
into Alex Jones' stigmata and
Yeah.
pinning him to a cross. And you're gonna go, well, you know, he shouldn't have made fun of those kids.
Clearly, the damages are like a silly little game they're playing. Hopefully, the judge. I can't imagine the judge agrees.
So is he. So is Alex Jones. Is being silly.
It's not silly. All right. I will give you, however, that the damages seem excessive. How's that?
Okay. I'll take it.
I'll take it. That's your win. Well, in episode 15, all the way back in the day, you may remember a problem called chargers not included.
Oh, yeah, that
When
was
your
fucked.
device does not include the fucking charger. Well, a new law in the EU will require Apple and other electronic makers to adopt USB-C as a universal charging standard. So that will be a step forward. The new law, which
Thank
is
God we get
targeted.
to go buy all new cables.
Well, you
just
have,
in time,
you
guys.
have some
Thanks a lot.
USB-Cs.
Thanks a fucking lot. I have so many cables with different ends now. It's just like I just don't charge
Well,
anything.
now it's going to be just USB-C, so it'll be like a little easier. The new law will apply to smartphones, tablets, digital cameras, portable speakers, and a wide variety of other small devices, allowing consumers to use their existing chargers rather than have to purchase a lightning cord or a USB 2 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Not a single news girl has been able to do what you do every week, which is,
Read a story?
well, I'll summarize the story and read it at normal speed.
Right. I know. I'm auditioning to be the Dick Show news girl at this point. News is important. I think this is a good step forward for the consumer. I still wished, but I do think that we need to pass another law that says if you buy a device, you get a charger with it automatically.
Too many chargers, though.
Or at least you get another cord.
We just need like a free cord policy. Just have a big bin of cords out front of Best Buy that I could grab.
What do you
Or
do with
the
your
post
USB
office.
cords? Do you have a USB cord bucket?
Man, it's like a box at this point. Every couple of years, the box gets an upgrade in size, and it's just like a timeline of cables from now back into 1985.
I
was
obsessively
my
organize
first
all my
coax.
USB cables now, but now I'm reaching to the point where I go, well, do I still need 40 USB, 2.0s? But then if I throw some out, what if they break?
Right away.
This cable line. We need more wireless charging. That's the future.
Yeah. I got one of those when my girlfriend complains about it.
Apparently my
nonstop, 'cause
phone-
She doesn't put it on right.
Yeah, apparently my phone supports wireless charging, so I should probably get one of those things.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I have a magnet one.
Is it going to give me cancer, though?
I mean, you hope, but we'll see. Hopefully the cancer beats the heart attack serum.
Boogie thinks he has cancer, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure. He has bit-stealing cancer. He got cancer of the...
After he stole
Oh,
that
his
bit,
sarcasm
it forces him to
gland.
steal bits. We did upload a clip to the YouTube channel of Boogie. Of a man who very resembles Boogie, Dick's expert parody of the man. I did not tag Boogie though in the tweet. I was like a little.
I'll tag him.
I'm still like have a friendly like, hey, how's it going?
Me
You
too.
know? No, you don't. No, you don't have that relationship at all. Boogie and you are not. I mean, he'll still tweet with you. I guess he sent you an apology or whatever on Fat Watch.
He
Kind of
sent me a
shitty
trick.
apology.
It was like a go ahead and sue me then.
yeah.
It was like him being. It was like him mouthing off, getting aggressive with me.
He's really. I don't know why. Well, when he's dead, after he kills himself, then all the rights revert to you.
I'll go to his funeral and do Fat Watch at the funeral. There she blows.
Oh, please, nobody crashed Boogie's funeral.
Let me
Oh,
take one of
God.
those teeth. This is a. Oh wait, now I have to be an African like poacher.
If
This
Boogie dies,
ivory-
Frank Hassel's definitely going to try and show up and like crash the fucking thing. It's going to be a nightmare.
scumbags will descend
Oh my
on it.
God, you guys are horrible.
What if Boogie pops out of his casket
Yeah,
like
and he
John
takes
Woo?
them all out. Boogie should do a fake funeral. That'd be like a good gimmick.
Yeah, everything else that he says online is fake, so
Yeah.
he should just do like all of his depression and stuff.
You just do the funeral of Boogie 2988 and we all go and we roast him and whatever else and
He would probably come. He's in his casket.
Oh, that
right.
poor guy. All right,
that-
Dick, well, you're the
poor
winner.
guy. Poor idiot.
Come on, baby.
Vote it up, folks.
Vote it up. Come on, baby. Let's vote it up. You gotta go and vote now. Don't be a fucking cock.
Duck
great.
Chubby Checker into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, everyone.
Is he not?
No, and he's really mad about it.
Oh.
He's like, the Twist was #1 in America for 2 years straight. How am I not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I hate those Hall of Fames. I should just do
yeah,
that.
that's the other thing is who what rocket like stupid
Hall of
Fames.
It's like, what?
Well, I grew up right next to Springfield, Massachusetts, which has the Basketball Hall of Fame, which is like a huge fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then next to it is the other sport Springfield invented, the Volleyball Hall of Fame, which is one sad room with like a couple trophies and like it's like the saddest fucking thing compared to the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Okay, my problem this week is holiday decorations.
What?
I mean, all of them.
What about Halloween decorations?
Halloween
Dick?
decorations.
What about Christmas decorations?
See, right now, you're probably in your mind kicking back, listening to a podcast, and thinking to yourself, God, I hope that bitch does not come home and say, oh, the weather's nice. You know what we should do this weekend? We should switch up the Halloween decorations for the Thanksgiving decorations. Or you're going in, or you spilled some drink on yourself and you get up. Has this ever happened to you? And you go into the kitchen at night and you grab a towel, and instead of the usual towel that's been purchased for absorbency reasons and utility, you have a fucking a turkey gobbling,
towel.
and it says "Happy Fall, y'all," and the turkey towel's gobbling back at you, and it has zero absorbency.
Yeah.
Because it's some cheap Chinese printed shit where the fibers are like sticking together in the paint, and you go, well, I'm just fucking smearing it around. So you go into the bathroom and try to get a regular towel. Lo and behold, they've been replaced with Christmas towels.
Yeah.
Now it's a
And you got
red.
your Halloween toilet paper, and you're trying to wipe your ass with an orange pumpkin.
So you get a red Christmas towel and you go back and start cleaning yourself up. Oh, it's leaked red dye on me because it's some fucking Chinese novelty piece of shit.
It's a lot of towel-related decoration problems. What about the fun and the wonder of like a big yard display? You know, like the manger scene. Isn't that inspiring to you?
No, and it also teaches you that your friends and family and loved ones, it teaches you which ones are retarded.
Yeah.
Because they'll go, oh, wow, look at that. And you think, really? That's what it... That gives you an oh, wow?
Baby Jesus lights up and waves from his little manger crib, and he goes, I'm the Son of God.
They don't even make funny ones.
Yeah, that's true. It would be way better.
Fuck Christmas. That's what I want. Like Santa back, leaning back with a waving inflatable tubular erection.
No, you can't do that.
And Mrs. Claus going, whoa, what the fuck? Look at that dong.
What about all those spooky Halloween decorations? I keep seeing the videos of people go to the Spirit Halloween and they press a button and a guy goes, rah, you know?
They scare my dog. I hate them there. And my neighbors have them set up in their front yard, so now I can't drive on their front yard to park my truck, so I have to do like a 7-point turn every day. It's all a big nightmare that sits in storage somewhere that's just dumping money, just once again, dumping money into China.
Yeah.
Because of who? I don't want to name who it is making you do this, because I don't.
Jews.
No.
Oh, wait,
Close.
who?
I have some stats for you.
Go ahead.
What stats? 94% of people in America say they celebrate Christmas in some way. 84% said that they decorate. 84% of people. It's so fucking retarded.
Yeah,
the
I've never
decorations.
decorated since leaving my ancestral home.
4 out of 5 say it's a cherished tradition. On average, here you go, it's also very dangerous. On average, there are 160 decorating-related injuries every day during the holiday season.
Well, my favorite stories are always, you know, the dead man's plug or whatever. You ever hear those?
No.
So people will string up their Christmas lights, right?
Okay.
And one end is, you know, to plug into the wall, and the other end is like an extension or something. But they'll string them up backwards, and they'll have like the extension part like down on the ground.
I've done that.
So then they go to the hardware store and they go, do you guys sell a male-to-male adapter? And they go, no. And they're like, well, why the hell not? And they're like, and then they'll like try to make their own, not realizing that they're just making a kill switch that just is pure electricity coming out of the, anyway.
They deserve it. They should sell that.
They have big warnings. Like when you go to the store during Christmas season, there will be a thing, and it'll be like,
don't do this.
We don't sell a male-to-male plug. You could get one from China if you want to die because they have no safety standards.
Speaking of China, which you were, 506,000 metric tons. I don't know why they didn't make that a way I could understand it. Of Christmas decorations are exported every year by China.
And they don't even believe in Jesus.
No, that's a good point.
They're really taking advantage of our superstitions.
People, the average person in the U.S. spends $269 on decorations every year, which they could be spending on our show.
Yeah.
Or our live show, which we're doing soon, which we forgot to mention.
Oh, our live show.
Yeah.
Well, we can mention it at the end.
We are teaming up with Josh Denny and his friend Carl. I think they do the sports show.
Yeah.
We're doing a live show in Long Beach. It's going to be very small.
Yes.
Bring your own beer because we wanted to make it cheap for you, so you don't spend a big bar tab. But we're going to do a show down there with Josh Denny, November 19th.
We're going to do a live podcast recording, and there may be stand up before the show. I know Josh would do some stand up.
You're going to do stand up.
I think I'm going to have to do stand up. Oh God. Oh God.
Are you going to write me new material?
I have some material. I'm not going to write all new material.
No, you're not.
I have some jokes that work, but I guess I kind of worry about ones I've already told on this show.
500. Oh wait, when asked how they feel
We'll
about
have
the
more
money,
details about that. Go to the website if
live.biggest.problem.
Live.biggestproblem.show, and we'll have like a mailing list or something.
Yeah, we'll put the tickets up there. Many wish that they said they could pay more for decorations. Can you believe that? What a sick.
They're saying they don't have nearly enough money to, well, where I come from, like Massachusetts, Connecticut area, it was a big fucking dick wanking battle to take these old colonial houses and fill your yard with as much Santa bullshit as you possibly could.
And you got to go drive around.
Yeah.
Oh, these decorations aren't good enough. Let's go to the rich neighborhood and look at their decorations. That's what I would love to do tonight instead of playing Mario vs. Rabbids 2. I would love to go look at a bunch of fucking decorations that rich people paid poor people to put in their yard.
They actually have this attraction. There's a park, I think it's Look Park, and you would pay to just drive slowly through the park, and they've set up all these like Christmas like light decoration things, whatever, and they're all like sponsored by different businesses. And I'm really mad that I lost this because there's like a little like pamphlet to like who set up which light display.
Yeah.
And it's like the Kwanzaa display as sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I'm like, fuck, how did I lose that pamphlet? That was the funniest thing I owned. KFC wants to wish you a very Merry Kwanzaa. I was like, oh God.
I fucking
It's too
hate
on the
it.
nose.
And I need to keep saying it every year so it doesn't start becoming a thing in my house.
Well, my neighbors, we live on like, you can't even see our houses from the street, so I don't know why they go fucking hog bonkers with all this Halloween shit.
Insanity.
And I let my cats go outside, and they set up some like inflatable like witch, and I'm like, oh, that thing's gonna get clawed to shreds. Sorry. Nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
Probably a dog did it. What a problem, Dick.
And then sometimes I think, what if I go while my girlfriend's at work and just buy like 10 of those inflatable things at Home Depot and put them on the roof like a huge asshole?
I think it's for people who have nothing else going on. You know what's like that's a problem in itself. Like me and you, we got like, businesses.
We got Twitter fights, we got
Twitter fights,
Fediverse fights, we got Discord fights that's going on.
I'm doing the podcast. I got a YouTube channel. I got the comic book. I got all sorts of stuff. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't have like leisure time. It's guys who work like a 9 to 5 and they come home and they're like,
Plebeians.
guess I'll hang up some
Plebs.
lights.
Real schmucks, you're saying.
They don't have another way to express their creativity. We have our own creative outlets, Dick.
Okay. Well, now I feel better about it.
Yeah, there you go. Your Christmas decorations are doing a stupid live show in Long Beach sometime in November. I think it was the 17th.
I hope it's the 19th. Well, actually, I hope it's not because I had to cancel a bunch of shit. I fucked up.
We're going to figure
a big
it
fight.
out. That'll be fun, though, live show. Speaking of shows, I don't know if you saw the news recently. Well, DC or Warner Brothers has famously been searching for someone to head up their DC Comics film division.
Okay.
And they finally found their man, and that man is James Gunn. Like
Right.
James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, The Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah. Those
Yeah.
were good.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Okay.
But there's some guys who think he's a bad guy. And that's why my problem is the so-called pedo jacketing. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this term, and it's not a term that should exist in a society that is good and right, but we live in a hellscape.
What's jacketing?
It's the idea
Go
of
for it.
covering someone in something.
Oh.
Pedo jacketing is a slang term referring to spurious or otherwise not entirely honest accusations of pedophilia.
Oh.
So it's like, you're not a pedophile, but I'm going to make you wear a jacket that says pedophile on it so everyone
would you do
treats you
that?
like it.
Oh,
Because
I see.
because you hate this guy and
hate
you want
this
everyone
guy.
to think he's a pedophile.
So like what everyone does to you.
Well,
Actually, they say you're a pedophile. They're pedo jacketing me.
well, I
'Cause I hang out with
think they're
you.
pedo jacketing both of us. I would hope that they don't actually think I'm a pedophile.
No, they're saying that you are. They don't actually
Right, but
think
they're
it.
saying like James Gunn is a pedophile as well.
they are?
Yeah, some of them are.
Based on what?
Well, that's what's crazy is that they bring up what these people
I wish there was a
do
worse thing
than
that
being a
they're-
pedophile that they can accuse you of.
Yeah. 'Cause I
Well,
don't
we
wanna
took
think,
away
it's like,
Nazi.
I'm so tired of talking about it, thinking being a Nazi is not worse than being.
No, but he used to be, clearly.
No, but that the left wing has Nazi.
Yeah, but they don't even use it good anymore. It's like pointless. So it used to be you'd call someone racist or like a Nazi
They
or
used
whatever
it up,
else.
so Kanye swooped right in.
They're gonna have to think. They're gonna have to think of something worse than a pedophile pretty soon if we keep calling everybody a pedophile. Because it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know he's a pedophile. Everybody's a pedophile. I get it. Like even that
I'm
word.
at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of lost it for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I used to when
pedophile.
you accuse somebody of being a pedophile, I'd go, oh my god, well what happened? And now I'm like, guys,
I'd go kill him.
you call everybody
Right away.
Yeah, I want them to die, obviously. Well, James Gunn, let's be clear, this was a guy who was working for Troma back in the day. You know, Troma films like Toxic Crusader and
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet. So he's like a weird, goofy filmmaker with a sick sense of humor. So some of the things he did was he had like a theme party where everybody dressed up as either like a pedophile priest or like a little girl.
Wait, Vito.
Yeah.
Did he rape any kids?
No.
Okay, then you don't.
Well, that's the thing. They go, well, he knew a
That's it.
guy.
It's not like, you got close there, buddy.
They'll go like, he knew a guy, and that guy was later accused of child porn. I'm like, well, how well did he know him? It's like, oh, not really that well at all. They saw him at conventions. He had made a bunch of jokes on Twitter about pedophilia that he later
They don't like
deleted.
that.
They really don't like that. And then people obviously took the jokes out of context. One of the jokes was he's like, hey, check out this video where 100 pubescent girls touch themselves. So people share that
I don't get that joke.
that screenshot around. But
Was
if you
it a response to something?
hold on, if you clicked the link, it was a woman's choir singing the song "I Touch Myself."
Okay.
So he was making-
that's a stretch.
But I'm saying
it's just a really bad joke.
It was a stupid joke, but
Yeah.
they take the tweet and they go, see, he was linking to child
Was that like
pornography.
2014 Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All these tweets are from like 2013, 2014. They say, at one point he deleted all his tweets, so he deleted like 10,000 tweets. And people go, see, he deleted 10,000 pedophile jokes. And you go, no, he deleted all his tweets.
And that's what it takes to get one over on you guys. Oh my, you're so fucking keyed in. It's like guys who are like the guys who do this.
Yeah.
It's like listening to women that think they have magical powers. Like women are like, oh, I'm super intuitive, and I
Yeah.
know it's a bad guy. It's like, oh, do you really? Do you really, sweetheart? Like, no, I pretty much know that guy, like, maybe he's not caught yet or out yet, but I pretty much know he did. Like, do you really, honey? Do you have any fucking magical powers too? Do you ever have visions that you just didn't get a good fucking feeling about somebody? Fucking stop! You're not special. You're not special, except that you're not you are not contributing anything good to the world, let alone the most good.
But what if they can sense where that missing child is currently held captive?
Go
Dick?
for it, Columbo.
Some of them have magic secret
One
whatever
more
powers.
question,
Yeah.
Vito.
One more question
When
for
you said it was you were just joking, did you really mean the joke?
Well, I am upset when I
Bro.
see like James Gunn get accused of being a pedophile based on having like a shitty sense of humor and not even a shitty sense of humor, like a typical 2010 sense of humor. Everybody was being edgy and edgelord and whatever the fuck else.
Yeah.
And if that's enough to be like, oh, that guy's definitely fucks kids, I'm like, come on.
Why do you feel bad for James Gunn though? Fuck James Gunn.
Well,
He's got tons of money.
it's just the criticisms are stupid. All the
You feel bad for you because it's happening
because I'm the
to
next
you.
James Gunn.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, in a way, it's good. It's happening, because I'm going to have a similar success trajectory. Obviously,
with children.
Well, no, with Super
With hiding
Killer,
being
it's
a
going to be a
pedophile.
fucking wild success. And no, I just think it's a sad thing in society that people want to tear him down. First of all, there's a couple different reasons. One of which is that he's not Zack Snyder. So all the people who are like mad that Zack Snyder got fired for making all these superhero movies, they're really mad that anyone else is making superhero movies other than Zack Snyder. And so they're like, James Gunn's gonna fuck up DC and fuck up Superman, and that means he's probably a pedophile. And I'm like, I know it's not. You're actually just mad that he's not James, and you're looking for another thing you can level at him.
Right.
And they've done this to other, and also I think as James Gunn, I would consider he's kind of a comedy writer. Like his movies are clearly funny and jokey.
Right.
And this is a thing with comedy that I always like want to explain to people. I go, well, do you like, Guardians of the Galaxy? Did you like the Suicide Squad? Did you think they were funny? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, okay, they're funny because he spent time like examining the boundaries of humor and like pushing the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, there's like rape jokes in them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And comedians have to occasionally go over the line to find where the lines are and explore those boundaries. And a comedian going over the line, it should never be like, you need to apologize for something you said 10 years ago. It's like, if you like what he's putting out now, it's specifically because he was pushing the line 10 years ago and found the boundaries. That was part of his growth process. Oh. And that's what people don't understand when they go to comedians and ask them to apologize for their old jokes and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they have nothing to apologize for. That was part of becoming a great comedian, was saying shit that was over the line. Like, how can you know where the line is if you never test it?
Yeah.
And people like don't understand that.
Yeah, but why come?
So all the videos of me saying the N-word like a million times were important as part of my comedy journey. And if people would stop bringing it up. Anyway.
Well, why come you call Nick Fuentes a Nazi? Or do you? Do you think Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist?
I mean, he kind of, yeah, he is. He's not, well, he's a white nationalist.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
By his very own words, he's a white nationalist. He has said that.
Yeah, okay.
And why would you not be a white nationalist unless you thought that it was better than an alternative?
Of what?
I'm saying
Black nationalism?
Saying that it's supremely
Do you think he's a
better.
Nazi?
Not by like the strict definition.
Okay.
Like Nazi.
No is that answer.
Sure.
Okay, all right.
By the leftist weirdo definition, where it's not
100%.
strictly yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, pedo jacketing though.
But if you wanted to strictly define, he is a white nationalist, which I think is bad.
Well, you're Italian, of course you would think that.
I mean, yeah, I know. I want Italian supremacy. I want an Italian nation. We've contributed so much. You fucking wasps haven't done anything interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
If anything, I want a Jewish supremacy because the Jews are doing all the work in this country.
Well, you're in luck, buddy.
I know. They're making all the best movies, all the best music.
Didn't I say, wasn't I drunk at the one of our shows and said, well, if it wasn't for Jews, it would just be like fucking Muslims and Christians fighting over like who's running their church at what time. Like we get 10 a.m. No, we get 10 a.m. That's when the worship come out, and then doing football and beating women.
The Jews have added a healthy middle ground of like, hey, what do you have?
A better ground.
Better
ground.
I like the Jews. I think they're good people, and I don't think the Jews would accuse everyone of being a pedophile the way certain other groups. Well, I don't know what's going
on. No, you're right. I think you're right on that.
Pedo jacketing is a problem. I did not bring it in specifically to defend myself, but I have experienced the same sort of bullshit.
Yeah,
where I'm being asked to apologize for jokes I've made in years past. I'm not going to do it.
The joke shit really fucks with me.
It's so weird that they're like, yeah, basically a joke is the same thing as harming a child.
Here's why it annoys me, because even like with like normal people, if they're saying they're joking, I kind of think, well, you're probably you might have fucked up and said something you think a little bit, but I still don't care because it's just something you said, and it's enough that you're saying it. But you're a professional comedian, so I think it's like, well, yeah, say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like you.
I'm also
you
like a shit
understand.
poster. Like everybody is shit posting all the time, but like, it's weird that I've encountered these rules that like, well, you can't shit post about that. I'm like, you guys just say the N-word all the fucking
Kill
time.
yourselves. Kill yourselves.
I don't get the rules, and I'm tired
They
of trying
hate
to
you
figure them
because you're
out.
liberal. It's
I mean,
just-
it is that. Yes,
just
I'm a
that.
liberal, so they obviously hate me, and so the easiest thing to do is to find some baseless accusations to convince normal people that something. Whatever. It's too complicated.
I mean, that's the purpose of the joke. Like when I wrote "Men Are Better Than Women," I wasn't like shocked that people
Women
thought
were
I
mad.
hated women. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I was like, ha ha ha! This is what the point was.
Yeah.
And now you're making pedophile jokes, and people are flipping out. Like that's the fucking point.
yeah, but I don't make them anymore because I didn't realize.
You will as soon as you
And I
know you
didn't
can
make
upset
them.
people. You'll make them.
I
know you.
I didn't realize that people would get this upset about it. I really didn't.
I didn't know people would get that upset about Men Are
thought
Better
they
Than
would-
Women.
Yeah, I thought
But
people would get the joke.
here
Either
I
way,
am.
leave poor James Gunn alone. He never touched no kids.
They're getting Jerry Lee Lewis too, with the same kind of false accusations, talking about
Is that
14-year-old cousin that he
Is that
married.
what do you call it? Ben Stiller's
killer. No, the piano player,
Jerry Lee
just a
Lewis.
joke. He's guilty. Okay.
They're trying to get Elvis with that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the other problem is that there are actual pedophiles that have had like storied
it's not
careers.
a pedophile, though. They're teenagers.
I
It's
mean,
fucking
yeah,
not-
that's true. That's true.
It's not.
It is a little different.
Okay, you ready for my problem?
I guess. I don't even know. Yeah, hit me.
This one's gonna perk you up. It's better than all the shit you were talking about.
Good.
It's even better than my first problem. Probably the biggest problem in the universe, actually.
Wow.
If you think about it in terms of like people always throw out heat death of the universe as a problem, but it's not. 'Cause It's
Okay.
never gonna. I mean, I'm gonna be dead.
It's never gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, you will be dead.
So
That's
who's gonna be
that's
around?
a big problem.
Fucking nobody. What the fuck was that? Nobody. Right?
Heat death in the universe is taking place right now.
If there's nobody around, nothing can be a quote problem.
If the universe
right?
dies in the dark, it doesn't really count.
Right. No, doesn't. So, and
No
is
one's
there
there
even
to-
a death? Bloop, just blips out. It's happening all the time. Doesn't matter. But this problem,
And you just go to the programmer realm.
right.
You just go to the Matrix.
This problem hits you hard when it hits you. And it always hits you when you're in a rush. Hits you hard. And the amount of time that it takes you to fix this problem is a complete unknown.
Okay.
Could be like if you get piss driblets in your pants,
Right.
you have to either dry it out or change pants.
Okay.
You know exactly how long it's going to
It's a
take.
binary. Sure.
If you cheat on your wife, well, I guess I know how long this is going to take to fix, right? A couple of years.
It's a little more
You
complicated
get
than
cancer.
that, but-
Somebody's like, well, it's going to be this problem.
Okay.
You're on your own. It's finding the cut edge of the packing tape.
Well, it's the worst.
You're sitting there, turning it.
Yeah.
You're like,
Where's
Okay.
that edge?
I'm in a rush. I got to send this shit
You
out.
got to make it to the post office in time.
I gotta make it to the post office where there's a line, and I know every time I go, and there's a line that forms immediately after. Now I'm gonna be in that line, so
Well, why don't you
Sweating.
why don't you take the fingernail, Dick, and you
I do. But then
run it
there's
along.
bumps
Yeah.
on the surface, and I'm like, is that a bump or a packing tape? Why did I buy the cheap packing tape again instead of the thick
See, that's
stuff?
the problem. You have to get the thick packing tape.
But I'm not spending $12 on packing tape that should be free. If I'm paying $20 to ship the package, I know that the post office has that post office tape, but somehow you cannot even find a single pen when you're at the post
no,
office.
the post office won't give you free tape anymore.
Even the UPS store. If I take stuff in there and I didn't tape it, I'm like, oh, I forgot. Can you tape this? And they say, oh, usually we charge for tape. Don't tell me. Just
do
threaten
it.
me outwardly. Say, next time you come in, we're going to hammer you with a fucking roll of tape or charge me.
Yeah.
Don't give me well, we usually charge for tape. I'm like, well, just do it or don't. I don't need a whole story about how usually, like, thank you.
Well,
You have a room and I can sleep in the stable? I can take my package out to the stable and tape it? Oh, God.
I recently was taping some packages, and you're right. It's that cheap packing tape that you'll find the corner, but then you start to pull up the corner, but the rest of the tape doesn't go with it. So then you're like grabbing little threads of that tape, and you're trying to congeal it into one like tape like mass. And then
you're like, am I going the wrong way? So it just pops off. Like, fuck.
And then it has like those little teeth if you have the holder to like stick it on so that like it's still ready to go for the next time.
Yeah.
But then I'll like put it down, and then the tape will fall off that thing
off.
and go back onto the roll.
Over the hump.
No! No! I had it and it was ready to go, but now
You were supposed to bring balance to the packing tape, not tear it apart.
I really am ready to throw out that packing tape because it's just so infuriating.
I took a pair of scissors, which I almost never do, but I couldn't find it in 10 seconds. I sliced it, fucking went across, tore it. Then I found the end.
Yeah.
Started peeling it. I hit the fucking line that I made. Hit the line. I went through like 5 rolls before I finally got to the bottom of the score that I did.
Line.
Finding the edge of the packing tape. Bar none.
What about that packing tape that you sometimes get that it's like brown paper tape? Is that better? How do I get some of that?
I don't know, but I feel like when the post office wanted all of our money to do their fake voting scheme that they pulled off for Biden, they could have come around and give us some of that precious tape that they're out, because I know they have
give us
better
free
tape.
boxes. You get the free boxes from the post office.
No, because then I have to go down to the post office and get them and come back and put all my shit in the free boxes. They have a guy coming to my house every day.
They'll deliver the boxes to you.
They will?
Yeah, the USPS. If you put in an order, they'll bring you free boxes.
What's the limit?
I don't know.
Well, shit.
And you know that you can schedule them to pick it up so you don't have to go to the post office. They'll come pick up packages.
Well, that guy comes every day. What do you mean?
Well,
Schedule
normally if you're
another
gonna
guy?
mail, well, like if you're mailing like 20 things.
Really?
Yeah.
I just give it to him.
Oh, he just takes it? I thought you had to like tell him ahead of time, like, hey, come by, grab this
No, I
thing.
set up one of those 3DI things.
Yeah.
In the yard, and when he's distracted, I get in his car and dump him.
That's not how you're supposed to do that at all. Yeah, packaging tape is a true problem.
Oh wait, I have stats.
Wow.
According to stats, the packaging tape market will expand from 28 billion in 2020. Did you know that they had stats on packaging?
No, I don't even know how this is a thing that you found. I don't know how it's $1 billion industry.
22 billion dollars in 2022.
That's an industry in
Right?
tape. Wow.
That's half of
The cardboard box manufacturers must be raking it in right now.
to $35 billion in 2032. So the packing tape industry predicts their packing tape needs 8 years in advance.
Wow, how do they figure that out?
10 years in advance.
That's a
How
big.
about that?
What, they manufactured all in one big batch?
Previously, the market developed at a modest pace of 2% per year. Okay.
You know, one thing people said about ISOM was that the custom rip-reverse packaging tape was really impressive.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
It is.
He probably had no problems finding the end of that tape.
Anyway.
Because it's got a whole thing.
That's my problem.
Packaging tape, finding the end of... I mean, it is a horrible problem. I mean, I'm saying it is a problem I deal with, and the problem is horrible to me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm running low on good packaging tape.
Well, you can have some of mine. It's been chopped up.
My problem is buying so much tape because I never know if I have tape.
Oh, yeah.
So I just have so many rolls of tape.
And then I had a car tape, but then it got all melted and fucked up.
Car tape?
Well, because
what?
I would fuck up and not tape stuff.
Yeah.
And get to the post office.
Oh, so you would leave it in there ready to go, and then it melted or something?
Yeah.
All right, Dick, I got a nerd problem for you.
Okay.
How do I lead into this? Yeah, I love Magic cards, Dick. I love it. It's one of the great games of all time. I think people
It's not NP complete. Did you know that?
What is... Oh, that like a
computer
cannot solve it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's endlessly expandable. It's a beautiful game design.
Yeah.
And it is one of these games that I think will endure like chess. I think it will be around for 1,000 years.
Okay.
And they're ruining it. They're destroying it, and they're taking a beautiful thing. And this is across multiple things, not just Magic the Gathering, but
Okay.
I was all excited. I was ordering the new Magic set. And the new Magic set is actually, it's a historical event in the Magic timeline, the Brothers' War, when Urza and Mishra each discovered two halves of a Thran Power Stone, the Might Stone and the Weak Stone, and they each took one, and they fought for control of the two stones.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is great. And all the cards represent, yeah, all these cards represent a historical event in this war.
Sounds cool.
The Brothers' War. And then
like
I was
Lord of the Rings and stuff.
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings.
I remember Urza.
With no black people, just all two white guys. Back when Lord of the Rings was good. So I'm all excited.
That Black Dwarf is good.
Yeah, right? The Black Dwarf's good. The Black Elf is not great, but the Black Dwarf is very good in that show. Anyway, I'm all excited for this new set with this, like, a historical, revisiting all this wonderful Magic timeline.
Fake history.
Yeah, and they go, also, the packs will have Transformers cards in them. What? And I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, you could get an Optimus Prime or a Bumblebee. And I'm like, sucking fucking shit. I'm like, why? And my problem is endless crossovers.
I don't want Bumblebee.
I want
Bumblebee as a kid. Not now. Not as an adult.
I want franchises to just be themselves. I don't need this endless crossover bullshit.
In the set?
It's in the Brothers War set. You will open packs of cards and get an Optimus Prime, which has nothing to do with Magic the Gathering, has nothing to do with the Brothers War or the history or the lore of the game. It's just because Magic the Gathering is owned by Hasbro, which also owns the Transformers franchise. That's the only reason they're putting Transformers
cards in there. You fucking pull an Optimus Prime with like a Black Lotus?
Yes. It's such bullshit.
In the set? Like, there's been like My Little Pony, like, promo cards. And there's all kinds of promo cards.
Oh, no, that's the other thing is they used to make the crossover cards. They used to be like silver bordered, so you couldn't play them in tournaments.
Of course.
But now they've been making, like, they have Fortnite cards, Street Fighter cards. They're doing an entire Doctor Who set.
Oh, come on.
Right now in Legacy, which is like the vintage tournaments where you can use cards from across all of Magic's like history.
Yeah.
One of the most powerful cards is Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. So you're like playing in this vintage tournament with all this legacy and lore, and it's like, and then Rick Grimes comes in and shoots all the zombies.
Is it a real picture of him?
It's like an artistic, interpretation.
Does it look like the actor?
I think so.
Oh, God.
I call this the Funko Popification of all media. The idea that these companies are now just going to endlessly...
White people did this.
Well, yeah, obviously.
This is not...
Have you ever turned on Disney Plus and it's always like there's a new Simpsons special? It'll be like, The Simpsons goes to Star Wars. The Simpsons.
I don't have Disney Plus.
Well, I don't know. They're always crossing over with everything. A big one recently was that Space Jam 2 movie where instead of just having...
shit.
Yeah, well, okay, it's already a crossover between, a sports hero and the Warner Brothers or the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
You can just stop right there. But instead they're like, what if fucking Harry Potter was in it? What if Yogi Bear was there? And then like
it's a video game, not even basketball.
It's a video game, which doesn't even make any sense. And then in the background, there's like characters that should not be in a kid's movie. I always bring this up that the gang from the Clockwork Orange is in the background of Space Jam.
Rape gang?
The rape gang from Clockwork Orange is watching LeBron James dunk on Bugs Bunny and going, yeah!
What does the wife think about that they raped?
It's sick. They also have a new video game called Multiverses, which is another Warner Brothers thing.
Oh yeah,
which
like
is
Bugs Bunny versus Batman.
Bugs Bunny
and shit.
fighting Batman, fighting the Arya from Game of Thrones. Just literally anything they own. And that I'm pissed about because they have Hanna-Barbera characters. They have like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And I'm like, how cool would it be if they did like a Hanna-Barbera fighting game, but it was just Hanna-Barbera characters?
Not cool at all.
It would be awesome. I would play the
stupid.
shit out of that. It would be better than this fucking shit. I don't want to. Why is Batman fighting Shaggy?
No. Okay, I'm gonna push back on you hard. Okay.
All right.
And my argument is threefold. Okay. Number one, Flintstones meet the Jetsons. I'll be goddamned if I sit here and let you say that was not one of the greatest moments of our lives and of American culture, cartoon culture.
Here's the counter argument I'm going to make is that yes, occasionally a crossover can make so much sense and be something that has been built up across time that it makes sense. Alien vs. Predator, even though the movie is not that good, was one that fans had debated for a long for a long time. It was a good idea in theory.
But
RoboCop vs. the Terminator, which was explored.
Did that happen?
Not as a movie, but it was explored in comic books and video games.
So what you're saying, it's the execution. Because the Jetsons vs. Flintstones was perfectly executed on all fronts.
Well, yeah, because that makes sense.
It was like Godfather 2.
It's like
because it was 2 movies in one. 2 movies in one. I made my parents rent that twice from Smitty's grocery store.
Yes.
And then buy it for Christmas. It was so good.
That is a crossover that makes sense. But what if I posited to you the 2013 movie, The Flintstones Go to WrestleMania? Does that make sense?
No, but
see, that's
it's
the
all
problem.
Worth it. It's all worth it. What you want to do, you want to throw the baby with the bathwater.
Yeah.
I hate that Optimus Prime
is in my Magic the Gathering set. It's bullshit.
You know what? Okay, wait. I want to talk to you about
I'm genuinely mad, and I kind of want to cancel my order of the new set.
I saw these cards, and I thought that they were a promo set. I saw it on Reddit. I didn't know it was part of the set. Let me see. Transformers.
I'm so mad. And if I get any Transformers cards, I'm going to sell them immediately. If not, just throw them out.
Transformers arrives. Okay, here's what
with the Brothers War.
And one is Optimus Prime's a cartoon.
Yeah.
And Megatron's like a CG.
No, those are both Optimus Prime.
Oh, he's a hero.
They have
okay. This is what made me so upset. This is what made me so upset when I saw it. And I at first I thought it was a fan edit.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was a promo card. Okay. You've got Optimus Prime, the magic card. His power and toughness is 4-8. Okay. You've got
4 power,
8 defense. Okay.
Defense.
Megatron is 7 power, 5 defense. In the cartoon and on the toys, Megatron's power and toughness was 9 out of 10, and Optimus Prime's was 10 out of 10.
So Megatron should have less
Weaker.
Power.
See, they've gone with
Optimus Prime.
They've gone with a Western Christian approach to this, which is because he's the hero, he's weaker and he can take more damage. But the Japanese mythology of the Transformers was that he was the hero and was thus more powerful.
Murderbot that could take on Megatron no problem.
Anyway,
well, Megatron turns into a tiny little gun too.
That Starscream could shoot.
Yeah. Like it displaces body. Yeah, scroll down real quick. I just have to remember.
Shit. Sorry.
Whatever. It's not that important.
Magic the Gathering.
It's just because they snuck it up on us too. Did you ever see the Godzilla cards?
Are you kidding me, dude? These are all in this thing?
Yes.
RC, I'll take it.
Click the little button under it. You can see what's on the other side. They all transform into the vehicle version.
No, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, it's so fun. They tricked us with these Godzilla cards. Everyone said, oh, it's fine. They can make Godzilla magic cards. That won't become like a thing. Dude, this game is very quickly becoming this like ultimate IP crossover bullshit. And
but Jetsons versus Flintstones. One of the best.
Okay, what about Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue? Did you like that?
No, but
because that told you not to do drugs.
I like Hitomi Tanaka. I don't like any other women.
I had to watch Alvin and the Chipmunks tell me that weed wasn't cool, and that was bullshit.
Number 2, Mugen, the fighting game where everybody fights anybody.
Terrible.
It's great. What do you mean? Peter Griffin does the fart moves and stuff.
It has to make sense. Like Smash Brothers makes sense. People from across all video games. Okay, it's like the one place to do that.
Yeah. Okay. It's good. It's good.
Putting a bunch of rapists in Space Jam doesn't make sense. It's not necessary.
It's an odd move.
I was also mad at like Did you ever see the Lego Batman movie?
I didn't like that one.
Yeah, well, at the end, it's like, okay, he's going to fight a bunch of villains. I'm like, oh, well, there's so many great Batman villains. I'm sure there'll be the Joker, Mr. Freeze, whatever else. And they're like, he's going to fight King Kong, the Gremlins from Gremlins, the bad guys from The Matrix, the agents. And I was like, I get it, Warner Brothers. You own all this stuff. This is not necessary. He's going to fight Sauron from Lord of the Rings because we own that as well. I think this is what all media is going to become. We don't have... If we have an original IP, it will quickly be devoured by other IPs storming in.
So we should get rid of intellectual property law. That was my whole thing.
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna solve it. That'll just make more of it. That'll just encourage kids to be like, oh, I can put Batman in my video game now, and then every video game will have Batman.
It's great.
No, that's way worse. That's not a solution
No,
at
then
all.
the people with money have to think of like better stuff to tell a story about. They can't just use Batman, and Batman's like just used to do shit. Like he's doing pizza commercials. Shooting the Noid in the back of the head. Like a pizza delivery guy shows up, he gives you pizza, and the Noid grabs it, and Batman just goes da-na-na-na-na and shoots him with a gun. And the Noid's head gets blown in.
It really is just Warner Brothers doing this, isn't it? Have you ever seen like all the characters they put in the fucking Mortal Kombat games now?
They're fun though. Leatherface, Terminator.
That's true.
It's cool.
Rambo's in there.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Rambo doesn't work very well. He doesn't really fit in there.
The other ones are cool.
Yeah. Terminators, well...
Vito, you're saying that your own imagination is a problem. It's so fucked up what you're saying. Vote it down.
All I know
Vote this problem down.
All I know is that there should not be fucking Transformers cards in my Magic the Gathering. It's so gross.
Not in the set.
It's such a shameless cash grab, and I despise it immensely. Sorry for the big nerd problem, guys, but this is my cross to bear. This is my problem. The worst thing in my life. Yeah, no, this is worse than being called a pedophile.
If you had to be called a pedophile forever for the rest of your life,
but there were no more Transformers cards in my Magic the Gathering,
yeah, would you do it?
I'd consider it.
People would really
Magic
think
is
it,
such a beautiful and pure thing, and it is being destroyed by Hasbro. They're also trying to turn it because they don't know what to do with it. They want it to be a toy. Like, they just announced, they're like, we got this cool flame launcher, like Chandra, Nalara, the planes. I'm like, nobody wants to be your Magic characters. That's the best thing about Magic characters, is they're fucking uncool and stupid. And they're just like weird, dumb demons. And you don't dress up. Or with the Dungeons and Dragons, they're fucking that up as well.
How?
I don't know. Everybody's gay, and all the dragons are gay. And
and orcs are like, you're a demon, but you don't have to be bad.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I go to play Magic the Gathering, and they're like, one of the planeswalkers is non-binary now. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, and you can, like... yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, I could tell.
It's not like...
It's like a chick with
wow,
like
what's that chick with huge tits? Like, actually, she's non-binary. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. No, it's literally
fuck that non-binary bitch.
A shaved head and a goatee, and I'm like, all right, man.
Let me see it. What is the non-binary
Nico?
magic?
I think it's Niko.
Non-binary Magic the Gatherings.
Let's see. Yeah, that's her. She's a lady with half her head shaved and a big goatee.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up so people at home can see it.
I mean, this is a different problem, but I am just watching this game get taken over by a bunch of hippies.
Shit, I don't know where
hit add source. There you go.
Well, you're not in it, but whatever.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering introduces the set's game's first non-binary planeswalker. Why does she have a goatee? Like, that was so not necessary.
There you are.
Yeah.
She's just Puerto Rican.
Dude, is there another picture of her? She looks so bad. It's like not even. Yeah. Is that guy supposed to be non-binary too?
Well, that's what they should do.
Make everybody
like,
non-binary.
Check out this non-binary stud. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Because
awesome.
I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I can't really.
Guy.
Why does it have to be a lady with half her head shaved and a goatee? Like, yeah, I know. Who identifies with that character?
Who is this? How do you become this?
Also, that card sucked, and I opened I think 2 copies of it, and it's a piece of shit card. So
if you're a guy and you look like this, and this is just the way you want to be gay, and now you got to deal with people coming up to you and like, oh, are you like? They act like they found a pot of gold. Like, do you have my Lucky Charms? Are you a non-binary? Like, no, I'm just like a gay guy. No big deal.
All the identities are very confusing. And they kicked that one lady out, Therese Nielsen. Remember we were talking about Magic card art back in the day? They kicked out that one lady who did all the best Magic card art because they said she was a TERF.
Therese
Nielsen, Nielsen.
They kicked her out because she's a TERF?
Yeah, they said she hates trans people, even though she's done like all the best Magic artwork across the last 20 years. And it wasn't even that she hates trans people; it was that she donated to like some QAnon podcast or something.
I mean, the idea that artists can't be like comedians, anything they say is like automatically a joke.
Yeah, you get a pass.
The idea that artists can't like be purely driven by hate, like actual legitimate hate, is equally as offensive.
Great
to
art
me.
comes from hate, of course.
It's like if you say that someone's an artist and they don't have like an intense hatred of every race or any race, it'd be like, well, their art must just be dog shit.
It is
then.
really
I don't
sad
care.
that this lady's art is like legitimately probably some of the best art that was ever in the game, and now it just isn't.
Okay.
Fucking Magic the Gathering. God damn it. It's just been on my
The
line.
Transformers one. I didn't know the backsides were. How
They're
do you do the
replacing-
backsides if they're in sleeves?
You just take it out of the sleeve and flip it around.
So you mess it all up.
Yeah. They have a lot of flip side cards now. You don't have any flip cards?
No.
They're obsessed with flip cards.
No, that's
The new set, you get 2 cards and you flip them both over and they make 2 halves of one giant card.
No.
Yeah. That's
I
what's
won't
happening.
I won't be playing that.
Well,
Sorry.
that's the Brothers' War, my friend.
Okay. Our problems are holiday decorations
Pedo Jacketing.
and finding the edge of the packing tape.
And endless IP crossovers.
Endless IP crossovers, which I think is a bad problem.
Yeah.
But go to biggestproblem.show to vote on it.
Which I think is a bad problem.
Patreon.
Well, when you say bad problem, I go, well, it is bad. Oh, you mean it is a
Not
problem?
very
It's
good.
bad. No,
Nah,
it's
it's
a
too
good problem.
messy because you can't stifle people's creativity like the way you're trying to say that.
You're right. Let's just, you know what? How about like Sailor Moon like jerks off a Ninja Turtle? Is that what you people
No,
want?
that was my third point.
What?
Porno, hentai, Japanese hentai porno. You could have unlimited IP crossover, whatever you want, do whatever you want with all the characters.
No, don't do
So you're
that.
saying you
I
want to
don't
get rid
want
of hentai porno?
Very rarely do I approve of a hentai crossover. It has to make sense. Like Gwen 10
Sense with my
getting
nuts.
together with Raven from Teen Titans makes sense because they're both magic users. That's fine.
Vito,
But when
you're talking about a
Goku-
teenager right now.
She's a Teen Titan. She's basically a woman. It doesn't count if it's a cartoon. They draw all those cartoons like sluts. Sailor Moon is like 14 years old canonically, okay? They know what they're doing. It doesn't count. All right? So when the Rugrats are fucking the Ninja Turtles, it's fine. That's a joke. That's horrible.
Yeah, but I know you don't mean that one. All right. Here is
Bro, the Teen Titans, come on. That does not count. That's not pedophilia. Robin, Beast Boy. Well, Beast Boy looks pretty young. I don't get in with any Beast Boy stuff.
all right.
What can you do?
Let's play some voicemails.
If you're a teenager when the cartoon comes out, so you're
Then you're at a disadvantage. I agree.
and then you grow up, what, are you going to stop being attracted to Starfire? No, it's still Starfire.
I know. That's what I've been asking the whole time. Like, so, I mean, I remember being a teenager and having a crush on girls. I still remember that.
Yeah,
What am I, giant pedophile?
basically.
Yeah, basically.
We all are.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if Vito would know about these, but I know Dick will. So you know those, the new types of gas can nozzles that are designed to spill less, but because
Oh, yeah.
you have no leverage or ability to control them once you're actually holding down the lever or depressing the check valve, you can't really control the gas, so it ends up spilling more.
Yeah.
I think things that are designed by people who have never used them before might actually be the biggest problem in the universe.
That thing?
Yeah. You need 3 hands to use it, basically.
Why is it so complicated?
Morons.
Is filling it up complicated, or is getting the gas out complicated?
Everything's complicated with it.
Yeah.
If you fuck up a little bit, you get gas all over your hands. Versus just like you go to the gas station, get a Arrowhead water gallon thing, and dump it out, and then just fill that with gas.
Yeah.
It's much
Is
easier.
that better than this thing?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Pretty much anything, any time someone tries to fix a problem, they make it worse. That's my philosophy.
See a lot of fitness voicemails. I've gotten about 20 different workout routines sent to my inbox. Thanks so much. I'm obviously using all of them.
Are you gonna start?
Yeah, everybody's just reiterating what. Also, everybody wants me to get not everybody, but a lot of people want me to get a testosterone test, for low testosterone.
Oh,
yeah.
Will you start doing testosterone shots if
I have low testosterone? I guess
you'll come in all.
There's one
jacked,
guy
like,
who's been trying to get me to do it for like a year, and I'm like, I don't know. I gotta make time to go to the guy.
And they always fuck you over. It's always some broad, some like 26-year-old just come out of med school, just like, so tell me like, do you
ever feel sleepy? I'm like, who doesn't feel sleepy?
how's your sleep been? It's like,
Terrible.
I feel like I'm getting interviewed by Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they don't believe you when you're like, every day is a waking nightmare, and they're like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it is. Every day is torture. Anyway, thanks for
I have problems sleeping. Well, do you think it's do you get enough exercise?
Yeah.
Because you're a little bigger than.
How many supersets have you been doing? Not nearly enough.
Here, I got one for that.
Guys, Vito is a fat, retarded fuck who's never seen a gym in his life.
Yes,
you
I
can't
have.
be giving him
That
shit instructions like, do some supersets, do 4x8. Just go starting strength. Is like 3 or 4 exercises in that whole program. You'll easily start losing weight, and it's super fucking simple without all this stupid jargon. You'll spend less than an hour in the gym every single day, so you can shut the fuck up with your whining and your bitching and your moaning, and you can finally lose some weight. You fat, move piece of shit.
What do you think about that?
I don't even know. Well, you kept breaking up, but I guess he wants me to go to the gym and not do supersets. I really want to know how many supersets I should do, Dick. I
don't know what a superset is. I've worked out my entire life. I don't know what
I'm
a
very
superset
fixated on the idea of the superset. It sounds more useful than what everyone else is pitching.
All right, let's see. Vito, go to the gym. Let's see what that says.
I might go get a gym membership again.
All right, Vito, I got a solution for you. It's hard to go to the gym, right? Well, the issue is you're just framing things wrong. You're framing it like it's something that you have to do, but really you got to think about it like it's a side quest instead. So you go to the gym.
So I got to put it in
you
like
gain
gay
plus
video
2
game
strength
terms
or whatever, right? You're just like specking out your D&D character.
No.
You cook a meal instead of getting fast food. You got like +1 longevity, +3.
It's like the Tony
cooking
Robbins.
skill or some shit. I don't know. You just gotta frame it within some kind of nerd context.
I think it would be less gay if I thought about it in terms of like how many dicks I could suck to lose the weight. Jesus Christ, what a stupid suggestion. I'm not doing
All right.
that.
If I'm going to suck a dick today, I got to go to the gym. That gets me half
a dick. And then
I boil a chicken, then I get a quarter cock.
Then I can suck on this dick. And yeah, that would be less gay than what you're proposing. Fucking D&D.
Life hack.
Yeah, life hack. Fuck you.
You got to think about this like, what if you're in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Well, here's what I got to do is I got to find a gym that has a good shower room. Because I used to go to those Planet Fitnesses, but they have the worst shower rooms. They're terrible.
Why do you need a good shower room? What do you mean good?
I want like I want some privacy.
Oh.
Not like a ton of privacy, but I want to be able to take a nice long shower before and after. I mean,
How much privacy? What do you mean, how much privacy?
I don't know.
Why? Why don't you just shower? Just sit in there.
I have a whole ritual when I work out.
What? What's your ritual?
Well, I want to shower before.
Before you work out?
Not necessarily. I guess afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do after?
I want a nice, quiet. Not quiet. I don't know. I want a nice shower. Here's what I don't want.
What's your ritual? What do you mean?
I need a place that has
Teen Titans.
I need a place that needs enough shower stalls that I don't have to worry about a guy like waiting for me to get out of there. You know.
I don't know. I've never showered at the gym.
You ever like use like a public toilet? Someone's waiting for you to get off the toilet.
Not in the way that I thought about it.
Well, that's my greatest fear, and the same for the showers. Is like I want to take a shower and not be like, well, I gotta hurry up because like other guys got to use this shower. You know,
you're showering. You're working out in the middle of the day. There's gonna be nobody there.
I'll probably go at night.
And then it's gonna be slammed with people.
I know. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll just shower at home.
Yeah,
It's
why would you
really
want to shower
all
at the gym?
Well, I had a gym membership, but then all the COVID stuff happened, and there was no way I was going to work out with a mask.
All
That's
right.
fair, right?
I mean, I don't believe you. It's fair, but
You don't believe I had a gym membership?
I don't believe that you didn't go to the gym because you had to wear a mask.
I didn't go to the gym because I wasn't going to wear a mask because that would be awful.
Yeah, I did it. I know. It was horrible.
I don't know how you did it. How do you work out with a mask?
And I did Pilates too. I just crunched it up.
Yeah.
So it was always off my face.
I did finally buy those fake mesh masks, and I only ever got called out once for wearing them.
Yeah.
The ones that are clearly just like some strips of cloth, and it's
Yeah.
like not really a mask at all.
Yeah, we
now
had
that
a bunch
that's-
of those, but I lost them at a strip club.
Now that that's over, I guess I could just get a gym membership again.
Well, be careful. They might kick it up. You know, election season is coming.
They might kick up the
They might
prices.
kick up COVID again.
You're right. They might kind of bring it back.
All right.
And then I'll have an excuse to not go to the gym anymore.
Here's another one.
Patty P on the road. Vito is absolutely fucking retarded about tax write-offs. You write off everything you do in a year, ever. If you don't release it, it's just a loss. If you do release it, it's a loss, it's a cost against the profits you made. But it doesn't save them extra money by writing it off now. It just means that if they decide to revive it 10 years from now, they can't deduct the cost of today.
I mean,
against tomorrow.
do you know that? Like, are you a
Fucking
Hollywood?
retard. You're like Kramer in Seinfeld. Be like, you don't know what a write-off is, and neither do I. But they do, and they're the ones writing it off. It's just deducting costs.
The second half of that
Every year,
quote was correct.
The exact fucking thing.
Okay. Shut the fuck up. Here we go. As part of Warner Brothers Discovery's CEO David Zaslav's agenda to cut $3 billion in spending, numerous movies and shows have been canceled and removed from HBO Max, and a number of key executives left the company. Okay. Despite being deep in post-production, Bad Girl's $90 million budget was determined to be most valuable as a tax write-off, making it effectively illegal to release the movie.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
So the budget was written off. It's not completely irreversible, but if they reversed it, they have to give up the tax write-off. So they would have to pay back whatever got taken off their taxes. This is from articles I'm reading. Okay, I didn't come in and make up. I read multiple articles about this situation because I report on entertainment news and shit. And every article I've read has said, because it is a tax write-off, they can't release it. And if they want to release it, they have to pay back whatever they got in a write-off.
Yeah.
Okay? So if what am I saying that's wrong in this situation, other than repeating what literally every entertainment article on the web is reporting right now? I know that you can write off expenses. This is different for some reason. I don't completely get it because I'm not a fucking accountant.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Because I don't have a tiny little hat that imbues upon me an awareness of money and power. Okay, but
guys, bookkeeping in Hollywood, probably the most confusing bookkeeping on earth. Whatever you, guy who drives an Uber or who manages your wife's OnlyFans or Etsy, like what you're punching into QuickBooks, probably doesn't.
Your TurboTax situation
I'm sure you're
is not
nailing
the
it.
same as running a $1 billion movie studio.
You're
they
nailing
have
it.
loopholes and garbage.
But even like me buying food for the like I have different requirements for buying food, and it's taxes are.
Just read everyone who writes in about it. Just go read any article about that in particular. I didn't make it up for fun.
You also don't care.
Yeah, and I also am not. I'm not trying to tell you I'm a tax expert. I'm reading articles about a thing and trying to explain
It's
it to
just
the best
that
of
the
my
value
ability.
of the write-off is more than the value they think of selling even like the most bogus version of the show, which is sad. It's sad, and it's probably true.
It is sad.
Probably true.
Possible. I think it's mostly though that they just want to write off as much as they can before the end of the year.
That's true too. Or spend.
So
as
even
much as
if they could have made more money in a later year, they just want to get it all off their books for this year.
Okay, I got one more thing. I don't know what it is, but here we go.
I think you know what it is. What the?
Halloween themed.
Oh my God. It can't be.
Hello, boys and girls.
Oh no.
Ghouls and goblins.
Oh, no.
It is I, the Niggler.
Oh,
And
God.
it's my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
That's right. It's Halloween.
I appreciate
That's
the sound
his
design.
mouse.
Just for the occasion, I've prepared a list of fun tricks you can treat your friends and
Oh, no.
neighbors to. Here's but a small taste.
Dastardly tricks from the Niggler. I don't know if our fans should be listening to
It's
this.
Halloween themed.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, here's trick number 1.
Here's a trick you can play from the Dastardly Niggler.
Number 1.
Uh-oh.
It's the beginning of the night. The light outside is beginning to dim.
Right.
You've just finished getting everything ready when you hear, oh, someone's at the door.
Wow, the sound design is really...
It's incredible.
The door begins to open. The trick-or-treater lifts up his bag in anticipation.
Right.
And blam! Cream pie to the face!
Oh,
Sucks to
my
suck,
God.
kiddo!
What a niggle that would be. It's a lot of build-up for the cream pie gag.
Is it cum? Was he talking about coming in the kid's face?
I hope not. I hope he meant an actual custard pie, but
Okay, here's number 2.
I don't want to jerk off on a kid.
No, not if I don't have to. But if
That
I
is
have
a-
to, I will do it.
This is a short one.
Number 2! This Halloween, why not offer up a plate of razor blade-shaped candy?
So the candy is shaped like razor.
Number 3!
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a niggle and a half.
Dress up and go to your local haunted house. And mug people. They get a good scare, and you get a wad of cash. It's a win-win.
That's pretty creative from the
All
niggle.
Number 4.
Oh my god.
This one's for the kids. You tired of that one asshole parent who
Yeah.
hangs around his house
Yeah.
trying to pop out and scare all the kids?
I hate that guy.
Yeah.
After a night of toiling away just for a drop of candy? Well,
Really
this
setting
year,
the stage here,
when
Niggler.
he jumps out to spook you, just brandish your Weenie Hut Jr. brand firearm and shoot him in the face! The look on what's left of it will be
All
priceless!
right. I don't know about that one. I don't know about shooting the neighbor with a gun. I don't think that qualifies as a niggle, Niggler. That seems a little extreme even for you.
I don't know. It's Halloween.
It says play this with
Number
trick 6.
5! Want to spice up your night out? Dress as a ghost and go to your nearest black neighborhood!
Oh no.
And don't forget the white hood!
No.
Trust me, they'll love it!
Don't go to your nearest black neighborhood in a white hood,
Number
children.
6!
Sixth?
That
Shut
last
up, fuck
one
you.
too spicy for you? How about this?
Yeah.
Wear blackface to your
No.
local white supremacist rally!
Wow.
They'll be so scared!
I don't know if that's how they'll react.
I'm an independent black man! Ooh,
When did he send these to us?
I have human
What do you mean?
rights! Ooh,
They just show up.
They just show
they'll
up.
be
Yeah.
running off into the hills!
He sent them in
scared out
the-
of their wits!
He sent them in a way where I had to click each file and download it the most niggliest way possible.
That is pretty niggly.
That he could send them. What do you think about that? Dressing up as a black man and going to a white supremacist.
I don't think they'd be as spooked as he seems to think they are.
Well, they'd be spooked.
Well, there would be some spookery, as to be sure, but maybe not in the way that the white supremacists would read. They'd probably cheer you on.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They'd see through your ruse.
Right. Yeah.
Number 7.
This is the final niggle here.
Commit crime. Start with something simple,
Okay.
like
This music.
jaywalking
Okay.
or assault.
No, that's not simple.
not a-
Well,
it's not
simple assault
niggling
is
Maybe
either.
okay.
move on to something even worse, like being fat in public. Have you no shame?
Oh no.
I think there's other niggly things you could do during.
Well, that's all for now.
Okay.
Have a happy Halloween, everyone.
Don't get too
And
niggled out there.
remember, I cannot be held liable for any and all actions taken or damages that may have occurred due to any
love the
influence
music.
from my fun little list. This is a legally binding verbal contract. Speak now if you wish to revoke your consent. I'll give you
No.
a minute.
No, I don't want to revoke my consent, Niggler.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to be held responsible.
Sorry, can't hear you.
Yeah.
Guess
you
I'll
got it.
just take your silence as consent.
Oh, wait, am I supposed to consent? Oh, my God, I'm so
Niggler wins
confused. Good work, Niggler.
All right.
This
all
bit
right,
is
all right, all right,
complicated
all right.
now. Well, everybody, stay safe out there for Halloween. And, wear something slightly racist just to prove that the spirit of America is alive.
What do you think about Kanye's thing? Talking about O.J. Simpson, his fight.
Wait, he talked about O.J. Simpson?
Yeah, the juice. He's been going on and on about.
Yeah, you were saying something about that. I still have not seen this clip. Does he think the Jews
O.J.?
is innocent?
You know O.J. Simpson?
Yes.
Do you know he's non-binary now?
No.
He goes by they, them?
Is this a joke?
No.
O.J. Simpson is non-binary.
Yeah.
Okay.
They, them. They, them.
They, them. Got it.
So Kanye thinks the juice has been ruining his life by controlling the media.
The juice
Yeah.
has been doing this.
And that they've...
I hate you so much. So you're saying...
No! Let's do super chats!
All right. One more reminder, bonus episodes at patreon.com/biggest problem. Live show November supposedly 19th.
19th, I guess. I hope it's 19th.
Go to live.biggestproblem.show to check out tickets. We will have those up
Yeah, there you go.
shortly. And vote it up.
Maybe it's not 19th.
at biggestproblem.show. Was it a Friday? Is it a Saturday?
19th is a Saturday.
That's
Go ahead. Read. Do you want to read?
Okay, I'll read
super
some
chats?
super chats here, and don't forget to get in your super chats now. Get them in under the wire. Dominic for $1.99. Fig Bat Digger Nick.
Good job.
Tenshi for $2. Y'all,
Can you say it faster?
No.
Fig Bat Digger Nick.
Fig Bat Digger Nick.
Oh, okay. Good job.
What? I'm not going to say it wrong. Tenshi for $2 says
Sorry.
way to go. Dick screwed it up. Says, y'all upset me. Here's $2. Please don't tell me to vote. Vote it up, baby. Pineapple Man for $4.99. Hello, Dick and Vito. Please wish me, famous YouTuber Pineapple Man, a happy birthday. Shout out to my dad, who is also watching. Well, happy birthday, Pineapple Man. For some reason, I thought that was a trick of some sort.
Me too.
David Gomez for $2. Call to prayer, brother. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Oh, no.
Call to prayer. You know, this is the bit
Inshallah
that we
to
always
all my
do.
Muslim
Yeah.
We love to end our show. I do love this bit. Thank you to our brothers who have watched the show. Thank you. Our biggest problem has been solved by the show. We have solved the biggest problem. crossover.
Halloween decorations?
No big pumpkin.
This is a sin against the law. No. Absolutely no.
Sinned
Haram.
against the outside decoration and made too much
There shall be
decoration.
no Transformers in the Magic the Gathering game. No.
It's a sin against Allah. Going to hell.
No, they don't. Do they have hell? Do Muslims have hell? Or is it just
I don't know.
life for them is hell? Do they have hell? They must
They
have
have heaven
hell.
because they have the virgins and everything.
They probably have a shittier version of hell.
I think it's just you don't get any
Man,
virgins.
it's like your eyes are picked out by,
Oh,
and you're
God.
frozen in ice, and someone's trying to sell you a cheap stereo, and you don't know
all
if it's a
your
good
friends
deal,
get
and
to
your
ride the Barack,
Wi-Fi's
but
not
you're not
working,
allowed
and
to ride it.
he won't let you go a little bit over here to look at your internet to see if it's a good deal or not.
And there's a new Nintendo console always,
19th.
but you're never allowed to touch it, and all your friends are playing it. Inshallah. All right,
Okay.
all right.
Thank you.
That was a big. You got a lot for $2 there, David.
Now you have
Gomez.
to up it next time.
Pineapple Man for $4.99. Also, Dick, I think your birthday is somewhere around this time. So
Tomorrow.
happy birthday! Is your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Sorry.
What are we doing?
What are we gonna?
Where are we going?
We?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I'm waking up and doing drugs.
Okay. Oh, next week I will not. I don't know what we're gonna do because I got to go to Vegas. So we'll see if we do a fill-in show or if Dick has a guest or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
The Geek Getaway, my good friend for $5. Vito, have you played new? No. No Near Automata. Fucking posts. All right.
Why?
I think Geek Getaway has not been here because he's literally like the 20th person to try this. You read it.
Vito, you play Nier Automata, perfect game, hit waifu, fair and balanced gameplay, and awesome story.
Hit waifu 2B. Yeah.
Hit waifu, fair and what?
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Pop quiz for $9.99 says money. Well, that's what we like to hear here
Thanks.
on the show. Mr. Drunka for $5. My biggest problem is I always want one more beer. Voted up. Cool hat, Vito. This is a cool hat. I actually have two of this hat.
What is it?
It is from Evangelion. It is the AT field, which surrounds the robots and protects them from danger.
Like a gay thing?
Well, it is technically the wall of the soul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is the barrier that allows us to identify each other as individuals. So all living beings have an AT field, Dick.
Oh.
And, of course, the instrumentality would be to break down our AT fields and form into one perfect organism, which we don't want.
Like the Q like the in the
Like
star...
the Borg?
No. The Q
Or
continuum.
the Q continuum all one thing?
Kind of. But the Quodo from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, what was that guy?
Was he
the
a Q?
shape-shifting guy? No, he was like
Watch
a
Deep
Mercury
Space
man.
Nine. What am I, retarded?
I fucking hate. Thank you. Fucking thank you.
Most of the spin-offs are bad.
Deep Space Nine was fucking stupid. It was like Law and Order in space.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
I only ever watched Next Generation. And the original.
It was like
of course.
Middle East, like, oh, fucking Cardassians is Israel and the Bejors, Palestine.
Wow,
Oh, man,
that's
it's so
thrilling.
fucking crazy.
Space is so
nuke 'em.
interesting. Yeah, AT Fields.
What was his name? The changing guy.
Psylocke.
Quomar.
Chomo.
No.
Homo Chomo. No.
Well, that definitely wasn't that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, all right.
Cool for two says, thank you all for not killing yourselves. We're trying our best. Soul 2XL for $4.99. Vito, people call James Gunn a chomo because he made jokes about doing said activity with Victor Salvo, who is convicted one. See, I know the backstory of all of these. What he said was something along the lines like, hey, I just did a event with a convicted whatever. And it was because he was doing a book reading at like a bookstore. And in the audience was Victor Salva, the director.
I go back to my first question. Did he rape kids?
No!
No, then no. He's not. Like, then anything other than that is just you making shit up.
Yeah. But he didn't even know that guy. The guy just like showed up to an event he was at. And he thought it was funny because he knew the guy was a pedophile. He's like,
It is funny.
A pedophile's in my audience. Okay, cool.
It is funny.
John for $5. Cool hat, Vito. Fun hat, Vito. Always with the flat brimmed hats. That's a
Yeah.
good stinger. Let's get one of those instead of One's about other things I don't like. Don't reach for the button. God damn it.
Oh, wait.
You know,
Cat rape Vito.
There it is.
Q-tip Vito. Always with the hot cat tips.
I do have
Stock
great
tip
cat
Vito.
tips. Don't do it
Day
twice.
trader Vito.
That's stock
Always
tip
with the
Vito.
hot stock tip.
Stock
Cat
tip.
rape
I have
Vito.
another one.
Q-tip Vito.
What
Always
else
with
do
the
you
hot
have?
cat tips.
I don't know. I have another one, though.
Oh, this is such bullshit. I do have the hot stock tips. My stocks are coming back, baby. And in a week, I'll be completely bankrupt. At least I didn't own any fucking Facebook. I had like 2 shares of Facebook, but goddamn.
Oh, I know a guy who put a ton.
Did he put it all in Facebook?
He put a lot into Facebook.
Because he wanted in on that meta shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get his reasoning, but
Isn't Facebook like 75% off at this point? Wasn't it at 400 and it's at like 100?
well, yeah, but it's unrecoverable now.
Is it?
Yeah, because there's just no there's no
Path
growing.
back to 400.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm
Vito
sorry.
shooting spree. Vito getting into fitness. New gas can nozzles. Oh well.
We
I'll
got to
find it
take these
later.
voicemails and put them somewhere. There's so many that I would love to hear. Trudeau is an F-slur. Voted up for 10 from Redcoat. What did Trudeau do recently? Oh, he banned all guns. You saw that? Or all handguns?
What?
Yeah, Canada has officially banned like all handguns. How did you miss that story? That's like your whole thing.
Guns?
I want to be free and do whatever I want.
No, I don't need guns to do that.
Okay. You just print them.
Yeah.
Anime hole rapist for $9.99 says, "Keep it up, boys. Insert TBF trickery here."
Oh, that was a good try.
That was a good
That
try.
was a good try, anime hole rapist. That was a good try.
I appreciate it. The Pokemon guy for $20. I love that guy. He was the one who came to our live show and fucked with us. And I think he's a
Our
Vito
live
file.
show.
Well, I like to
Oh,
think
he was the guy
I
who
made
said,
it. Yeah.
who said "fuck you,"
Yeah, he
Vito.
said, "Fuck
Yeah, that
you,
guy was
blah."
great.
I love,
Yeah.
He loves scalping Pokemon cards. Hey, Vito, I just listened to the Pokemon Stinger. Kick-ass job, man. I've been catching up on the show. Just bought some Pokemon boxes and making money. You're still making money on that stuff? Crazy. To be F-ly certain, I'll recoup my money. I'm holding some for Christmas.
You went too hard, Pokemon
You went
guy.
too hard.
You stumped him. You made him too jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me thinking. You got
Yeah.
me commenting.
Making money?
Slowed me down. Sorry,
Pokemon's
buddy.
never done. Well, Pokemon, I like Pokemon where they look like animals. Now it's like they look
They've
like.
run out of animals to base them on. There's like a bajillion of them.
Well, but it could just be a different kind of dog. Like they don't need to.
Half the Pokemon now are just a retarded squirrel with something sticking out of its head.
No, there's too many Pokemon. It's like a galactic interdimensional centipede that does like 10 trillion damage. It's like this is the Pokemon that like founded the universe. Like this is God, but a Pokemon. It's like I like it's where it's a mouse.
Well, my thing with Pokemon is the story is really stupid. There is like almost no story.
You gotta catch them all.
It's just like these things showed up and we like to make them fight each other. And I'm like, well, is like anything else going on? It's like, yeah, some of them are gods.
Yeah, your bitch mom's riding your ass.
I'm like, there's
a
no real
nurse that you're trying
deeper.
to fucking lay,
Yeah.
but she just keeps fucking rejuvenating your Pokemon and giving you mixed
The
signals.
deepest a narrative ever gets is like terrorists are trying to make a Charizard into an atomic bomb or some shit. And you're like,
That's cool.
I guess. I don't know.
It's just too. Don't you agree with me though that the Pokemon were best when it was like looking like regular animals?
Yeah, but like I said, they're out of at a certain point. Dick, if I told
mean
you,
they're out of
if I
regular
told you
animals?
design 1,000 Pokemon, you would go nuts.
I could do that, no problem.
You got a rock
Osmo
snake, you got a
5000.
regular snake.
Here's a dog. It's got a rock for a head. Here's a dog. It's got a rock for a leg. Here's a dog. It's got electricity. Here's a dog. It's a lady.
Yeah, but at a
It's
certain
got
point,
big
they're
lips.
out. They've done all that.
No, that's bullshit.
Here's a mongoose, but it's got a rocket
It's not
launcher.
Japanese,
in its
actually.
butt.
I'm going to say it's dishonorable that they went into like, oh, it's a fucking centipede that crawls through time. Like, no, dumb.
I mean,
Dumb.
the problem is having to have so many Pokemon. There's just too many. There's too many.
Well, whatever.
Eric Wong for 5. Vito, I've basically quit Magic the Gathering because of the endless crossovers and whale milking, but I'm only famous for playing Magic the Gathering naked. What do I do? Is that what you're famous for? Is he famous for playing Magic the Gathering naked?
Yeah.
Where? On like a website?
I have his mat here. Let me
Yeah, I
look
know
it up.
that, but that's not him being famous. That's him printing a playmat. Like, is he famous or is he like?
No.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
sorry.
So then I don't think you actually have to worry about it. I don't think this is like a gimmick that if you can't somehow.
You can play poker naked and be famous.
Yeah,
for
there
that.
you go. Be that
There you
guy. John for 2 says, "Are we getting a Halloween themed episode at all?" No.
That was it. What do you mean? The last
Yeah.
week was it with the Halloween candy.
And then we brought in Halloween decorations this year. They're this week. No, next year we'll do the bonus episode for Halloween. We do have to do a bonus episode in the next week or two, so we'll think of a good theme.
What theme do you want to do?
Biggest problem in
Christmas.
underage cartoon characters crossing over and having hot lesbian sex. I'm not going to apologize for finding the Teen Titans.
Well, okay,
Pretty
so
fucking hot.
Garfield's a cat, right?
Yes.
So he could be max 9.
Sure.
No, right?
Some cats get to like 20. But
really?
he's like a younger cat. He's probably like
He's young, still spry.
yeah.
So he has
like
that sexual relationship with Arlene, that lady cat.
I
And
thought
you're
Arlene
supposed
was the nurse.
No, that's Liz.
You're right. It is Liz.
Thank you.
Look at this Garfield D-floor.
Arlene is the pink cat with the long neck.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
thought Garfield had sex with Nermal.
I hate Nermal.
Oh, that's true.
Garfield, fuck Nermal. Nermal's fucked. So you're supposed to identify with Garfield's lust and desire to conquest lazily, even though lazily. Arlene,
Even though he's
the
8.
buck-tooth cat, right?
Yeah.
Even though she's got to be, no way, she's over 8.
Or like that sexy cat lady from Tom and Jerry. How old is she? And all the cats are going
Exactly.
nuts for her.
Pedophile.
Yeah, basically.
Boom. Pedophile.
If you think that's sexy, all the furries basically, they're all underage, right? All that furry
Well, they're
shit.
anthropomorphic, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
Arlene's an actual cat. They don't speak. Garfield, them don't speak.
Yeah.
Very
Very complicated. Did you let's see here. Michael winning for 2. Can I get one last call to prayer? Not for
No,
$2.
for $20. Only for $20 will I do the
$20,
Muslim
inshallah.
call to prayer. How long is it?
The whole thing is 3 minutes. We're not doing that.
For $20.
You'll close
for
out the
$50. For $50, I'll do the entire Muslim call to prayer.
We need to make like a little box we can put on the screen that's like, if you donate this much, you get a call to prayer. If you donate this much, you get an eye
$50
suck,
for
whatever.
$50, or else Allah will be so offended that I did it.
Fatix the Great for 2 says, send this roll of nickels to the niggler. Nickels.
Hashtag nickled.
Why, did you have to?
Hashtag nickled.
Well, he had to change niggler around. I wonder if it got caught by the filter. Are you not allowed to
The
use
answer
the
is
word
yes.
niggled? Akovich for 2. Vito must also wear the hijab, inshallah.
Inshallah, Vito must wear the
I'm
hijab.
not going to wear the hijab.
I'm going to go as a hijab for Halloween.
Lemon sauce. You should. You should go as like a
hijab.
Get a Barack. Get like a little pony with wings or whatever and just ride it around.
No, I'm going to
Go
go
as
as
Muhammad.
I'm going as a hijab. I'm going to put like a beanbag
That's
on
so
me.
stupid.
Like the like the
Just going-
sorting hat, and I'm gonna circle the cloth around and go like,
Oh
"Oh,
my
you gotta put me
God.
on."
That's so stupid. Lemon Sake for 5 is even getting in the show with lots of hot 14-year-olds. Well, it's got 2 hot 14-year-olds.
Sure.
Flip and Dip for 5 loaded the stream to Vito explaining Eva instrumentality. Unbelievably Oh, I'm like the ultimate Eva scholar.
What do you mean?
I know all the Evangelion deep lore.
I know we brought a girl when we went out after the show one time. This friend of ours came over, and you guys were in like some weird.
Were we?
Evangelion like lore fucking lock for like an hour.
No, I
and a
don't
half.
remember
We're
that
like,
at
oh my
all.
god, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, because people are always like, well, how come there's, where do the angels come from? And I go, well, obviously the first ancestral race launched a series of moons which crash landed on different planets. But if a black moon and a white moon lands on the same planet, what are you going to do? Then you got to bring out the spear.
Robots? What is?
No, the
talking
robots are
about?
clones of God.
Oh,
Well, a god.
oh.
Actually, 2 different gods. Some of the robots are clones of the one god, but then the main kid's robot is a clone of the other god for no reason.
Does anyone get laid in the show? Is there like a Ross Rachel thing?
not between the teenagers, but
What? What the fuck? Why not? Who's the Kelly Kapowski?
There's some shacking up, but you don't see it really. It's got fan service though. You see some boobs.
I don't want to see
some
boobs. I want to
underwear.
know that someone got fucked.
Well, Masato gets, she has a boyfriend.
I don't want boyfriends.
Well, then that's not what you want.
I want James Bond.
There's lesbians, but you don't. Well, you only get one kiss, and then they immediately die. So
with broads.
Yeah, it's like they kiss and then they turn into goo. And also, one of them wasn't really a lady; she was a projection of a god being.
This is a show, Evangelion. That's what happens.
Yeah,
they turn into a goo.
Well, because instrumentality was happening, and the walls of the soul were breaking down, so all of humanity was merging into a primordial soup.
Not me.
But then Shinji, well, you're a Shinji then, because he said, "Hey, I don't think this is the right path for humanity. I think we should remain as individuals." And it kind of blew the whole thing open.
Thank God for anime.
And then he burst out his mom's eyeball.
Thank fucking God for Japan. If we didn't have Japan, I'd honestly probably kill myself.
They are the best at just fucking with you.
If we just had Russia, the Middle East, Israel, Africa, Europe, and the United States, and Mexico, I would just be like, this fucking sucks. I'm out of here.
Yeah, Japan gives us all the fun, weird shit. Then you're like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. I love it.
When I'm at my lowest, like, I know Japan's got something for me, and they're like, where's like a goo? Like two chicks kiss and there's a goo. Like, that's awesome.
I mean, I want to recommend that you watch Evangelion, but I also feel like you would hate it. It's on Netflix now, though. And I met the little twink kid who plays Shinji now at his signing. You know, it's like this little...
Like the voice?
Yeah, the voice of the English
cartoon?
Voice of Shinji. I met at a signing. And he's a little bitch.
What do you mean?
I don't know. He's just always on Twitter being like, the only people who should voice trans characters are trans voice actors.
He's annoying on Twitter, is he?
Yeah.
Is that the problem you have with him?
Anyone come on my... I was like, Shinji, come on my show and I want to interview you. And he wouldn't do it.
He's saying, what about trans people?
He's one of those guys who goes like, you can't have a white guy voice a black guy.
That's
you
true.
can't have a straight guy voice a gay guy.
That's true, too.
It's not true.
Nah, it's true.
And even with like trans characters, like you can't have a regular cis person. Everyone's trans theoretically.
No, gotta be trans.
I'm trans. What do you?
Not really.
Well, why not really? I'm more trans than most trans people because I actually went and got the paperwork.
No, you're a woman. That's not trans.
Yeah, well, I was previously a man.
Yeah, but you're not like identifying as a woman, are you?
What does that mean?
Oh, you're not trans then.
I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. I identify as a woman. Tell me I'm wrong. I want to play every character in Hollywood.
No, I'm not afraid of saying that. I'm not afraid of telling you you're not a woman. That's why you're not trans.
Yeah.
If I'm afraid of saying you're not a woman, then you're trans.
So you're telling me you can tell which trans people are valid.
If I'm afraid of saying you're not a woman, then you're trans.
You're one of the real ones.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of saying to you, nah, you're not a woman.
Well,
so sorry, I just know
that's transphobic.
It all
Dick.
comes
You
back
don't get
to me.
decide.
It all comes back to me
You
as
don't
a
get to
straight
decide.
man.
Jeff M for 2 says, WTF Vito, you skipped my super chat. Well, if that happened, that means Dick scrolled too fast. You want to scroll down? Was there another Jeff M?
No, he could tweet it. He could spend it again.
Yeah, spend it again. Lemon Sake for 2. The god of all Pokemon is a llama. It's dumb. I don't know if I've seen the god of the Pokemon. Is it that
llama?
Is that Xerxes thing or Xerxes?
Is that supposed to be like a llama? But
I think he's trying to spell llama. Llama is 2 L's.
Yeah, it's a llama.
Hey, refresh.
The god of all Pokemon is a llama?
Well, tell us what the name of it is and we can look it up. Drunken Atheist Studio for 5 says, is it safe to say...
Wait.
What?
Here. It's all down here.
Oh, shit. Where did that all come from? Fig Wumberton for 10 says, Vito makes a good point. I already know you're trying to trick me because you said that. Anytime you say Vito is right or Vito made a good point, I know it's a trick, and I don't even need to read the rest of it. And I was right. It says Vito has the perspective of what the count of Pokemon should be or not to be.
To be
F
what?
enough, I agree. Crazy to think Vito is this smart.
Well, you can say fair. Like,
no, because I said to be.
But you can say without connecting the two.
Okay. If there's, fair enough, he said.
Yeah.
Anytime you say Vito is smart or Vito is right, I know it's a trick. And I'm not falling for it because no one ever says that ever. Lemon Sake for 2. I love Evangelion. It's Kino. That's correct. Pokemon Guy for $50 says, do it, Dick. Contact our Muslim brothers and let them know that there must be a reckoning for the non-believers.
What I like about this call to prayer is that it has 10 seconds of silence.
Yeah, you got to find where. You can just start it in the middle.
You paid $50. I'm talking about the Pokemon.
The god of the Pokemon is a llama. The llama is the most powerful Pokemon.
The llama Pokemon is the greatest Pokemon in the world.
You're just doing Dominic Pesos now. It is the most powerful Pokemon. Is the llama. We must all agree to the llama.
I have a 4 Professor Oak card in my deck. To discard the cards, draw new hand. I have a 3 or 4 Ultra Ball in my deck.
If you do not have the Ultra Ball, you cannot catch the Mewtwo. You will be so ashamed for your family, and you'll never find the grace of Allah.
I have a wand radiant of Venusaur.
Venusaur use a solar beam to contact the spirit realm, and his most powerful Allah Pokemon.
I have a wand, a flying donkey Pokemon, flying around, dropping shit all over your Pokemon.
The Marok is the most powerful fairy Pokemon with the flying, and the seismic toss is the most powerful move.
I only have energy from Allah. I only have Allah energy, not a colorless, not a fight energy, not a fire energy, not a water energy, not a leaf.
The only type of energy card allowed in Islamic Pokemon is the Allah energy. If your Pokemon does not use Allah energy, it is banned from Allah Pokemon. Islamic Pokemon.
What the heck is Team Rocket is Shalach, Mashchalak is Halal, is Haram, Team Rocket.
Meowth is an messenger from Allah. Is the Prophet Meowth. Do not try the Prophet Meowth, or I will kill you and your family.
What I say, only flip heads. Only flip heads. Allah, only flip heads. What you do is you only flip heads. No confusion.
No paralysis, no poison on the Pokemon. You must not get the poison on the Pokemon. It is against Allah. It is not Inshallah. Praise be to Muhammad, to Allah.
What I say from beginning, Arcanine, Meowth, Beedrill, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Lapras, Abracadabra, Abra Al-Khalazam.
Abra al-Khazamazam, my brothers. La Plaza Squirtle, my brothers. All right. What a nightmare that was. And we're going to be canceled forever at some point, and it's going to be that clip that does it. That one's. Hey, did you guys watch this show where they yell about Pokemon as if they were Islamic preachers? Oh my God! Well, we're canceled forever. Michael Winningfors too says, "There goes your 50." Yeah, there you go. Flip and Dip has donated $20, saying, "I am super chatting $20 for Dick to watch the Eva series plus the movies just to hear his take on it."
No.
Well, that's an answer right there. Lemon Sake for 2 says the main character will wax on a girl in a coma. That's true. That's a famous scene.
Like beats off?
Yeah. And then he looks at his hand that's covered in cum. You've never seen that screenshot of a guy's hand covered in cum?
No.
I always post that on Twitter.
I'll look for it.
Drunken Atheist Studio for 5. Is it safe to say that the Snyderverse stands with the cringiest community on the internet today? Yes. Calling poor James Gunn a pedophile for the mere fact that he was funny in the 2010s.
Yeah, that's dumb. Okay.
Couple more here.
Here we go.
Freddie F for 5. Ye is the only free-speaking person I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pokemon guy for 5 says worth every cent. The god of Pokemon is Arceus. I'm drunk.
I know, Vista. I
don't
know.
know.
It is.
Jeff M for 2.
I know.
Says, be fair and go back to read my chat. If I had read through it
Very
quicker.
good,
Yeah,
very
people have tried
good.
that before.
Very good.
Eloy for 10. Trump, yay, 2024. Well, nobody got me this week. Sorry, folks.
Bye.
Maybe I'm just getting too good. Live show. Go to live.biggestproblem.show.
Yeah.
Check out the bonus problems at patreon.com/biggestproblem. Real quick, put up a graphic on the screen, Dick. I know you hate to do it, but you have to. And thanks to all our top supporters. Again, patreon.com/biggestproblem. And don't forget to vote at biggestproblem.show.
I can't believe we did that Islam thing.
I know. We're going to hell, which is fine because that's
no,
not real.
they have a different hell.
Yeah, we're not getting our virgins.
I mean, I can't believe we did it. Like, those guys, man, those
guys go all day.
They put on a good show.
They do. I couldn't do that.
But you have to understand, like, we're doing a comedy thing, so you always have to heighten it, you know?
You think that they just go lazy with it?
Yeah, they don't have to heighten anything.
Yeah.
Because just like...
it just comes so naturally to them. The anger towards women and the white man and everything else.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah. They're very
But-
angry people.
Well, I'm very... What are you talking about? You're
mean-
talking about having a mass shooting last
Just
week.
imagine having the most guys, you know, like you're a Muslim. It's like, we have the most guys. Why are we not in charge of everything? It's like, well, because you guys keep fucking up. You're like, we got guys in every country. How are we not taking over? And it's like, well, there's a certain group that has
Good
less.
question.
It's not the numbers. It's the cunning and the tactics. Some
Okay.
religions do it better.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. I'll be in Vegas next week.
Oh, shit.
Whatever.
Okay.